Hey everybody, Richie here from RW Hobbies. Welcome back to my November bench update. So as always, we will get down dirty on the bench and figure out what I've been up to the past month in the water scale modeling. So also stay tuned because at some point throughout this video, I'll announce the winner of the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, which was the B52 kit with the Winsor Newton brush and some sanders and some other stuff thrown in there too, the bundle. So we'll announce the winner later on in the show at some point. So talking of which, yeah, thank you everybody for your support. Shot up to 5,000 subscribers and actually now almost to 6,000. So crazy, right? It's like a snowball YouTube. The more people you get, it just expands at a faster and faster pace. So I've been struggling for the last 3 weeks. It's a season, and especially having kids in school. I had 2 weeks of cough, and now I had a week of cold, and I'm almost out of it. I've got something still stuck back there. Once that's out, I think I'm good to go. So excuse my my voice and my lack of clarity maybe in articulating my words, because like I say, it's been a rough few weeks. I think everybody's pretty much been sick, no matter where you're on the ward. I think that's that season. But anyway, so back to modeling. Let's talk about what I've been up to. So nothing finished per se, but a couple of projects way on the way. So first up, Zoukei-Mura Bf109. Now, last bench update, I think I unboxed it and showed you actually getting the kit. I've been a busy boy and actually finished it pretty much. It's been sat here for a couple of weeks waiting for the final part to get it finished, and we're pretty much done. So if you want to hop over to my Patreon, you can see first 6 parts every Wednesday. I think we're up to part 3 or 4 right now. Every Wednesday on Patreon, this will drop 7 parts total. Now, holding back the last part because obviously I've not finished it yet. So let me kind of hold it up and show you what I got going on. And I will do a closer up the images for you as well. So one side I did closed up, and the other side I did some surgery and opened it up a little bit more and exposed the whole framing and the interior. Again, not sure how well you can see it on here. Excuse the figure painting. I'm not a figure painter. I had a shot of it, tried doing the eyes, and even used my smallest I could find, which was my airbrush needle, and still messed up the eyes. So I just put a little bit more paint on there now, and do need to finish that up a little bit. So that's where we're at. Using a trumpeter base, the acrylic case. I think it's 9808 is the number, and it fits perfectly in here. And it'll put the plastic case on top, and it'll be dust proof and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, what a fantastic kit. As you can see, this is totally out of the box, 100%. Now, it went together really well. Like, I know my first ever Zoukei-Mura kit, I know some people complain about fit issues and tolerances and stuff on previous kits. This one, it just fell together. I mean, you don't need much modeling experience to put it. I mean, it just falls together. It's just thing of painting, doing subsections, putting it all together. Now, I did make it a little bit more advanced by cutting out, sections of fuselage, that kind of stuff, to show a beautiful interior. Because there's no way I was going to cover all this up. Because why? I mean, this beautiful kit, all that detail, cover it up, you're not going to see it. So that's why on that one, I cut it open, had it exposed. Now, my plan with this, so the aircraft's built, it's finished, weathered, painted, everything. What my plan is, I went online and I wanted something for the base. And I found this company in Italy, Diorama, I can't remember the name. They do this amazing looking, on the pictures at least, kind of diorama with like terrain and like mats, like grass mats, matting, that kind of stuff. And basically I bought something pretty much the size of this base, basically a grass kind of area, which looks fantastic. It's not just scattered grass, like static grass. It is, yeah, it looks highly realistic. And I think the green grass on the base with the aircraft on, the guy standing next to it, will really set it off nicely. So should have I ordered like a month ago, and I thought, yeah, no problem, have it in time, do a final reveal, good to go. Then it just didn't kind of show up. It got to the US pretty quickly, airmail, and then it just kind of go bouncing backwards and forwards. And I figured out it's my own doing, my zip code. Even though it has my street number, my street name, my city, my state, all that stuff on there, the zip code typo, I put the last 2 digits, somehow I typoed and I put the order in. So this is announcement to everybody: when you put orders online, check your address. So I put the wrong zip code in, and then I guess the mail service can't handle that. So it keeps bouncing back and forwards between post offices and different areas of the state. So I guess nobody in the post office is taking initiative to actually see, hey, here's the street number, and here's, it should be this zip code. But so I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to end up probably going back to Italy. I'm going to have to pay another $20, get another one sent over, and then it cost me $40 for a piece of grass, which is probably how it's going to end up. So in the meantime, if those guys on my Patreon, once you get to part number 6, I mean, it might be a delay for part number 7, because again, I don't want to do a final reveal until I get that grass. So I'll give it another few days. If nothing happening, I'll just have to order another set from the place in Italy, and this time I will check my zip code 100%, and hopefully it arrives in one piece. So that's the Messerschmitt. All amazing stuff to talk about it. Now, I'll just balance it out and give a few kind of negatives and minus to the kit, just to kind of balance out the review a little bit here. It has amazing detail, as you can see, but no harnesses, no seatbelt harnesses. So I thought it was really weird. I didn't go to the effort of buying some or putting some in. I might do it in the future, maybe, like some HGW fabric harnesses. But there's no decals, there's no harnesses at all. And just think, with this level of detail, they would throw some harnesses in of some sort. Secondly, the decals, they didn't want to go down very well. Yeah, they're really tricky to get the bed down. They're beautiful, nice and thin, I think, looking at them. But the I had a bit of an issue with getting down, and like even a day later, they're still moving around slightly. So yeah, that was a minor little issue. But other than that, a beautiful kit, and for $95 US, it's a steal compared in this current market. I know it seems crazy saying that, but when you're seeing some prices like Tallery bringing out a 32nd scale Tornado, which I'll show you in a minute. Well, I've got a Revell one here, but Tallery 32nd $200, or a Tallery 812 scale Bugatti like car $200. I mean, when you see that this is $95, the amount of work and enjoyment going into that, I think it's amazing. And when it comes to my kit of the year, spoiler alert, I think you know which way I'm going to go. So yeah, can't praise it highly enough. And there's definitely going to be more versions of this. This was the G14U4. I got a box down here. I know there's going to be more versions, because if I look at that box, I've got tons of plastic left. I got like 3 different types of canopy. I've got various different parts are different. So probably even out of that box, you probably make different versions. So they've obviously stacked it up, ready to go. So expect 2 or 3, 4 or 5, 6 or 7 more versions of this one coming out. Maybe some different interesting markings and stuff. I think I'll definitely pick another one up. That's just a great build to do. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a really good display piece. Once the grass is down, it's gonna be in its case. It's gonna look super awesome. And again, the Trumpeter 9808, I think it is the case, fits perfectly just inside it. They were about $15, now they're like $35, which kind of sucks. But yeah, just keep the dust off it, keep it nice, all that kind of stuff. So that's the Messerschmitt. Second up, keen viewers or people who follow my channel for a while will know I started the Revell 32nd scale Tornado GR1. Now, I wasn't doing the Desert Pink, I wanted to do the camo, the old school, late 70s, early 80s wraparound camo. And that's what I did. So I started putting together, I think maybe February this year, maybe earlier. I remember talking about, no build videos, but I talked about it on my my bench updates if you scroll back in time. And by which time I think I built some of it together, I got to the cockpit tub, and I didn't have the decals. So I reached out to Revell, and they got lost in the mail. I got a second set, and it took about 3 months to get the decals for the cockpit. Kind of put it to the side, move on to other projects, and then finishing this Messerschmitt off about 2 weeks ago, I got back into it. Well, maybe a little bit longer, 2 weeks. So I got back into it. I thought, I'll just dabble, do a little bit more assembly and stuff. And before I knew it, I got it pretty much put together. So I'm 90% there with the build. Still a lot of work to do. I weathered it, weathered it, the main fuselage. I've still got all the pylons to do, all the ordnance. I've got all the like little pieces like lights and all the antennas and pitot tube and angle tack sensors. The seats need to be done. I got a couple of resin seats, but it's coming together nicely. I still need to weather the gear, but let me kind of give you a look at what we've got going on. Again, not finished. And there we go. And be careful while holding this one. The interesting one with this, if you see, look at the top, a Tornado, you have all the markings, the dotted lines which go around the top of the fuselage for the walkways. The 48 scale kit, you get the more pre-cut. You just put them on. And this is just get long strips of dotted lines. You actually have to measure and actually do it all. And I did that. I measured, went through them all, did it all. The only thing I spoiled with this one, which I think I'm too late now, I've done so many clear coats and stuff, are the stencils on the wing, the no-step stencils. For some reason, I did them backwards. So it is what it is. I don't really care too much. So I got backward stencils on the wings for no-step. Other than that, it's going together really well. As you can see, it's a really nice aircraft. And put it down. The key with this guy, if you're building one, I was talking to somebody the other day about it, the wings. The wings are built to go in the mechanism, but if you see what I did, I cut a V. See, I cut the V. This one behind you might see it better. See, it cut that V shaped in. So what it means is you can paint the weather these separately and the pylons and stuff, and they just slot right in. You can put them in whatever position you want. So it makes it a lot easier. So when you're dealing with the fuselage and the wings separately. So that's a top tip if you're building this one. Now, first time building the 32nd scale one, it's going together really well. People complain about this, and I think what the issue is, aftermarket, people try to load up this Revell kit with tons of like resin, resin cockpit, resin, speed brakes, all that kind of stuff, and that's where it goes wrong because it knocks your tolerances out and it becomes a nightmare to put together. This is essentially out the box. Out the box, went together, no problem at all. Obviously, there's a little bit of filling here and there and sanding, but generally nothing major, nothing like the Vigan, which you can see up right up there. It went together really well. The only resin I had resin Aries exhaust nozzles back here, so I put those in. So that was the only bit of surgery I did, which was a little minor. I did that months ago. Now, before I started painting this, I started hearing a rattle, and I thought, "Oh my god, what's going on?" And one of the tubes came loose, like inside the fuselage, and I already put it all together. So I managed to get out of jail with that one by adding a little super glue to the back of the exhaust here, and then I just kind of shook it and moved it around, and luckily it just fell right into place, and I held it for a few seconds, and the super glue held it. So I think there's a fire truck going by right now. So I saved myself with that one. Now, nose weight, it needs a ton of nose weight. I think like something like 2 ounces or something. It says in instructions, but I think I put 2 ounces of nose weight in here, and it's obviously very sturdy, no problem at all. Now at the stage where, again, a lot of small parts to finish it off. Got all the little pieces and working through all the pods and that kind of stuff. Get these painted up. Get all the pylons on here, and we should be good to go. But great kit, and what can I say? The price. I think I bought mine a couple years back for about $40. Now you can still buy this. So this is the desert. The Golf Ball Desert version. Like I said, I've done it in different markings, but you can buy this right now in the US on Scale Hobbyist or Sprue Brothers for about $60, $65. Now, $60, $65 for a 32nd scale kit, I think it's a great deal. Like I say, a little bit of work here and there, but the service details spot on. You don't really do anything to it. I mean, I've got a couple of resin seats I'm going to throw in. And other than that, I think you're good to go. I know there are some 3D printed cockpit sets you can buy, but $50 I'd save you money because you can't really see too much in there. I mean, unless you really stay, you probably see it. But yeah, it's not too much going. I think with the decals alone, I think it's fine. And yeah, really happy with how this one's turning out. As you guys know, I have tons of Tornadoes in the stash, and I do love the Tornado, and definitely in this kind of wraparound old school camo scheme too. You know, I just love the colors and stuff on here. So that's this guy, and that's what I've been working on pretty much. I mean, that's a lot of work, right? So I've built that one model, it's almost complete. This guy, I think I'm going to continue building this one because I'm almost at the finishing line. So I think another couple more weeks, get this thing finished off, and then I'll start a brand new project. Whatever that may be. Possibly the MiG-29 in that Myanmar markings, which I've been threatening for a few weeks now. But yeah, so that's it. Moving on, let's go ahead and let's talk about the giveaway. So again, 5,000 subscribers, so it's time to give back again to the community and appreciate all your support, all the comments. And I did the drawing, as I said, on the 9th of November, and I did screen capture and record it. So let me go ahead and edit that part in, and let's see who won the B-52. All right, so let's go ahead and do the draw. So a couple of things. I I was very generous for the first couple of days. If people didn't put the right keyword in, which was 5,000. So my video, I said quite clearly on the video, put 5,000 and we're in a comment and we're going to do a draw based upon that. A few people didn't do that. I don't know whether they didn't watch the video or what the deal was. So the first couple of days I did shoot messages and tell them to edit the comment so it can be part of the draw. After that I didn't bother because I thought, well, if you didn't watch the video and pay attention, then it's on you. So I've got quite a few comments here, and like I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the YouTube random comment picker here. So I'm just going to copy and paste the URL of the video into this right here. A few little boxes here. We're not filter duplicate users, so some people put more than one comment in. It's only pick up one. Include replies, because some people did reply to other people's comments with their comment for some reason. And again, 5,000 was the word I was looking for. And so there we go. So let's get the comments. And there's 130 people in the draw. So what I'm going to do here and click start, it's going to go run through and it's going to select the winner. Once you get the winner, I'll mention this again, but you'd get back to me by December the 1st. If you don't get back to me by December the 1st, I'm going to go ahead and draw it again and go pick somebody else. So what I'll do is there's an email below, and actually I'll put it on the screen as well if I remember. Shoot me an email with your address and I'll ship it out to you. So there we go. So let me hit start and let's do this draw. Okay, so here we go. So Ray is the winner. And his comment here, congratulations, brother, you deserve 5 million subs. 5,000 is only the start. I appreciate your content so much. The 5,000 keyword is in there, so congratulations, Ray, you are the winner. So please, again, shoot me an email with your address by December the 1st, and I'll get that prize out to you. So thank you for everybody for entering, and back to me. So congratulations, Ray, and I think it might be my lucky day because I'm pretty sure you're in the US, and I'd have to ship this thing to Australia, but who knows? So let me know. As I said, email me down below. By December the 1st, I'll get this with your address and I'll get it shipped out to you. I'll also probably, if I don't hear back from you in a few days, I'll probably also reply to your comment on the original subscriber drawing video. So December 1st, gets back to me by December 1st. If not, we're gonna have to go again and draw it for somebody else. But yeah, I think there are 130 people, so that's pretty awesome. So yeah, thank you with that. Purchases, nothing. So there's nothing really out. I mean, well, I bought one thing. It's in the mail to me right now, and that's as you know, tornadoes again. I've got all the Edward limited edition 48 scale sets. I've got the Goodbye Tornado, I'm looking down here, Goodbye Desert Babe, and the Tornado ECR, and they just brought out a new one with some really nice German markings. It wasn't cheap, but the fact I had the 3 other ones, I had to get the 4th. So I've ordered that one for the stash, and that'll be here probably next week. So that'll be my next video, I guess. Other than that, not really bought anything. There's nothing really out there right now. I will be buying a Tamiya F35 when it comes out and doing a review, unless it's like 10 million other reviews on YouTube. In that case, I won't bother. But that should be out very soon, within days now. And I'll probably do the aggressive markings as well when I do get around to building that aircraft. But last thing up, let's go ahead and check out the Facebook group real quick and see some people's work. Okay, so as always, pick 5 posts that caught my eye in the past month. Actually 2 months, because I didn't get around to doing it last month on my Facebook group. And first up is Matthew, and it's his build of this Hasegawa F4EJ Phantom Forever scheme, 48 scale. And here's the first picture. It's just looking awesome. Not a huge Phantom guy personally, but very interesting markings. And a nicely well-built model. Tons of stencils. I'm looking at it here. It looks like he's done every single stencil. And yeah, a lot of work. Okay, next up, Kev Green with his 35th scale Mark IV female tank. I've been following this a little bit on the group and its progress. I think it started off as maybe like a cereal box or something. This is totally scratch built. Yeah, from scratch, and some 3D printed parts thrown in as well. But yeah, look at how amazing this work is. True modeling right here. Very awesome. And again, if you check out the Facebook group, you can scroll through. He's posted quite a lot of updates throughout the last few weeks of where you see the whole process from the very beginning to where we are here, and almost ready for paint. Next up, Chris Stewart finishes a few months ago. It's the Tamiya F14D 48 scale. Yeah, you can't get enough Tomcats. Let's take a look. Bounty Hunters, looking awesome. One of my favorite kits of all time. Well, I say that, I've never built this. I've built the A version, but never built the D from Tamiya. But they're amazing kits. Very cool. And who doesn't like an F14? And exactly how I do now, let's see, take it outside and take photographs in natural daylight. It makes your models look so much better. For sure, you can see all the color modulation, all the different textures and stuff. So that's my go-to. Every time I do final pictures or videos, I always do them outside now. Very nice. All right, next up is knocking the microphone. Sorry, scroll up a little bit here. Is Caleb. After 18-month break of modeling, first kit restarting the Revell 72nd scale SR71. Not a great kit, but getting back in the groove. And I'm looking over here. I actually have this in my stash myself. This is an old kit and doing a great job on an iconic aircraft. And I'm fortunate to have a couple of these nearby. I've got one in one up in DC in the Air Museum up there, and there's one actually in the Science Museum here in Richmond, Virginia as well, hanging from the ceiling. A real one, obviously not a model. But yeah, nice work. And lastly, Mohammed, and looks like it's an Super Hornet. I think it's an F, right? Let's see. Yeah. Looking very awesome. Again, another aircraft, one of my favorites. I'm guessing it's the main kit from looking at some of these decals, but it could be the Hobby Boss, but I'm pretty sure this is the main kit from the looks of it. Looking very awesome. Nice and grimy the way it should be. There we go. Nice work. Thank you everybody for sharing and posting your work and taking the time to do so. And I'll continue to showcase people's work as they post it. Thank you, and back to me. There you go. Awesome work as always. Thank you again for being part of the community. If you're not part of the Facebook group, I know I sound like a broken record, but the link is below, along with my Patreon link down in the show notes below. Yeah, thank you as always. Next few weeks, what we've got upcoming, we'll continue with the vegan build. That'll take us up to pretty much Christmas. I think it's 9 parts. On my channel, I will start hitting this holiday season, end of the year, so get hit with my usual videos of like my kit of the year, a review of all the built models I've done this year, all the usual kind of stuff. Yeah, and also watch out for my monthly little news video thing too. That's really took off. I'm getting like 45,000 views in the first week of that, ridiculous amount of views. So people seem to like that one, so I'll keep it going. My quick little roundup of the interwebs and what modeling new releases I find. So that is it for reals this time. And yeah, again, to Ray who won, congratulations for winning the draw. Please get back to me by December the 1st, and I'll get this shipped out to you. Thank you everybody for watching and your continued support. Have a great holiday, and I'll see you in about a month's time.